Good evening, everybody. It's Paul Adams from the Gorillaz tribe. Hope everyone's doing okay. Today we're going to be picking up where we left off. And last time we found a potential product that I quite liked. We're going to go forward and launch this product. And it's the under eye gel pads. And samples are on order. So I've contacted the supplier. In fact, contacted a couple of suppliers. I'm waiting for the samples to come through at the moment. But in the meantime, there's no point in just sitting around waiting for samples to come in. Might as well keep busy on the project, and let's get some keywords ready and start to prepare information and content for the listing. So as you can see, we're on Amazon to start with. I've got no slides today because I want to do this live and see how we go. And getting this. So just to remind us of the product, let's go back to the product itself. And this was the products here. So let's have a look at that on Amazon itself. It's this type of eyelash extension pads. They go under the eye. We've had a look at various different ones. It's these ones here. So I've got some tweezers coming as well, because I want to include those as part of the offer. To see if we can actually entice people to buy our products as opposed to anybody else's. Okay, so a good place to start with your keywords now is on Amazon. Okay, so let's start on Amazon anyway. But let's try and understand where we are from the core keyword point of view. All right. So we've got under eye gel pads. I think that's what I've used in the past. Okay, so let's have a copy of that. I've got the Amazon store open as a separate tab. So this is a good place to start, okay, on Amazon itself, because what this will do, it will pre-populate some suggested keywords. Okay, so what other people are doing. So you can see here now we've got under eye gel pads that we've put in now, and they're also suggesting under eye gel pads for eyelash extensions. Or that we know that's one of the reasons why they're used. So for sure we're going to be doing that. Now I'm not just going to try and remember these. We obviously need to put these down in a spreadsheet. So I'm going to open up a brand new spreadsheet. Start to populate that. So I'm using Microsoft 365 or Office 365 even. So that comes with Excel, which I'm used to using. If you're not used to Excel, or if you don't have Office 365 or the Microsoft Office suite, you can always use Google Docs or Google Sheets in this case, which is free. It comes with your Google account. Well, I'm going to assume that you've got a Google account somewhere. So you can always use that. Does exactly the same thing, slightly less information at the top, but basically it will give you exactly the same information as what we're after. So I'm just going to have that over in the other. I've got two screens up, so I'm going to have that in the other screen so we can see what we're doing. So here we go. See if I can get some of these for eyelash. I've got to try and remember these, because once I do that, it might work. I'll do that. No, I'm going to type in there. So for eyelash extensions for dark circles, okay. I'm not going to type all of these in because there's no need for you to hear me going bang, bang, bang on the keyboard all the time. So the other way to do this is just do the variation. Okay, so they gave us similar, I think, maybe if not the same. Take out gel, see what that gives us. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Okay. Let's go back to the core. See where we are there. So I'm going to use some of these. I'm going to use some of these in the next tool that I'm going to use, which is the AZ Optimizer, to find my additional keywords. Okay. All right, so let's whiz over to the next thing. Is and the other way, I just want to go on to the other way this Amazon works for this pre-population. So if I just go I space, and that will give me the search for from an Amazon point of view. But if I do the A, that should give me anything that starts with A. Okay, so we can see here I allergy, I and, I armor, I anti, I allergy again. And if I change that A to a B, that's going to give me all of the things that start with a B, or at least the top sort of most popular search terms. All right, so this is obviously the first place I start when I'm doing my keyword research. The next place is to go into a dedicated piece of software. Now there is tons of softwares out there to actually try and help you get keywords. My go-to one at the moment is the AZ Optimizer, because this is great for optimizing your actual listing, and that's one of the things that we're going to try and do, get some information ready for the actual listing itself. So if I go into the AZ Optimizer generator tools, we can see here that there's a number of tools that this software offers us. We've got the keyword generator, we've got the 4K search term generator. Okay, and that provides us with 4,000 characters to put in our back-end search terms. Optimizing generator, that allows us to optimize our listing itself. Indexing generator, that allows us to look at any of the words within Amazon's listing, within our listing on Amazon, to see if they're indexed. Now, indexing just means that do Amazon recognize our keywords against their algorithm. And the PPC keyword generator. So let's go into the first one, which is the keyword generator. So within this tool itself, it's got a quick tutorial video on each of the pages as you come through. If you get stuck, you can actually select which platform you're actually selling on. We're going to go USA, because that's where we're going to be listing. That's where we're selling at the moment. And I'm going to come back over to here, and I'm going to just copy that. I'm going to paste that in now and just retrieve to see what it comes up with. Sometimes it comes up with 0 results, so therefore you need to modify. But let's see how we get on to start with. Now, as this is populating, some of the other keyword tools out there do give us various different results. Okay, so it's important to understand the keyword itself and the search volume per month. Now, sometimes that search volume per month does vary for the same particular keyword, depending on which tool we're using. So as you can see, this is coming up a little bit slow today. It's my daughter getting involved. Okay, so we've now got our first set of results in. And let's scroll through this as we go through. And we've got 384 different search terms come back, which is pretty cool. And you can see here we've got the keywords on the left-hand side, and then we've got the searches per month down the middle, and we've got a score, which is the relevancy score, I guess, on the right-hand side. So let's have a quick scroll through here, and then we'll download these results, and then we'll do another cycle through this process. Bags under eyes, yes, we can certainly use that, and that's no problems. 608,000 searches per month, like it. Dark circles under eyes, I think I saw that in one of the Amazon search. Let's pop that in now. Let's go back. Space. Okay, under eye gels for dark circles. All right, so we know we're on the right track here. So that's all good. Puffy under eyes, good. Bags, wrinkles, yes. Dark circles under eyes, men. Interesting. So they could potentially be used for other things apart from just adding your eyelashes. So, which is cool. All right, so I'm happy enough with that. That looks pretty good. And as you can see, some of these search results down here. Now, would you use something like this? iPad Pillow has got 252 search results a month. I would say no. I'm looking for anything over 10,000 as a result that I would be targeting, particularly when it comes to PPC, pay-per-click, or advertising sponsored words, which we'll get into later. Right, so let's download this. Let's put it on the desktop for the moment. Let's do a new folder. iPad keywords. So let's save. Okay, right, now what we're going to do is just open this back up and start to pick some of these to put into the core keyword to see if we can find any other pieces of gold. Okay. So here's the downloaded set of results. I'm just going to expand this column out. So I'm going to go well, to start with, I'm going to sort this column here from largest to smallest. All right, let me expand that out. So what I'm doing. Hold on, team. All righty. So I'm going to basically expand this column and sort this from largest to smallest. Excuse me. So and do that just by highlighting the column itself, then coming over to sort and filter, and then sort largest to smallest. And it's going to say, do you want to expand? So basically what it's saying is, do you want to expand and include all of the rest of the data? And I'll say yes, sort. We've now got our largest to smallest search terms, okay, per month. So bags under eyes, I'm going to use that as my next keyword, core keyword. So I'm going to minimize that, reset that, drop that in there, and go retrieve. All All right. So basically what we're trying to do here is just get a different set of results based upon the initial search itself. Okay, so we're using different core keywords here to generate different sets of keywords. So let's let that populate. But in the meantime, let's have a look at this this spreadsheet over here to see if we can find any. So we've already used this as a, the next keyword. So I'm going to just put a note in here. Used as core keyword. For the next search. So that's good. So we like that. Dark circles under the eyes, that's probably going to be another one. Angel eyes, I'll probably not use that. Eyebrow gel, maybe not. I don't know what Melia, that's probably a brand name. Wrinkles under eyes, yes, I'm definitely going to use that as my next one. Okay. Through here, I'm just looking and thinking to myself with respect to what is relevant. And sometimes you're not necessarily understanding what is relevant and what is not. So it's good to try. Look at these two down here. I, no space, I. Okay, both got very similar search results, but Amazon sees that as a totally different word or totally different search term. I don't know what I does. What we can do is check it out, see what it brings us. This, while that's populated, so we've got another 400 results there. But I'm interested in see what I does. To all departments. So that's bringing up various different things here. It's got a sleep mask, eye wash, eye pads, more eye wash, pads, repair kit, makeup, yeah. Maybe, maybe not. I was just curious to see what that was. All right, so let's go back to our optimizer. Let's see what we got. Some there's going to be a lot of repetition in here, by the way. So once we get the master list, it's easy enough to remove all repeated words or search terms. Under eye concealer, maybe. So we can see all of a sudden we've got a few new words coming up down the bottom here. Tighten skin under eyes without surgery. So only got 2,000 searches there. So again, what I'll do here is just download this set of results, add that to the folder, and ultimately I'll bring that into this spreadsheet so we can make one master spreadsheet. All right, so what I'll do is I'll do that now. So I'll show you how I do that. So we've got our main keyword list open here now. Oh. Let me just get this one. So I want this one first. Retrieve. Goes under eyes. Let that one populate through. Then I'll bring all of the information into one particular spreadsheet. Show you how I do that. If you've got any questions, by the way, just drop them into the chat. Should be able to see that. All right, that's still retrieving. There we go. So we've got 367 results there. So let's download that. And that just I would do this over and over and over again. So I've got a lot of information. But just for the sake of it, I'll just do these 3 for now. So I'll just save that. So I've already got the first one open. I'll now open this one. So there we go. Come back to the downloads, open this one. All right, so what I'm going to do now is just basically copy all of these. Control C, come back to the main keyword, come down to the end of this, and just paste it on the end. Control V. Now I'll come down to the end of here, because this is now our master list. There we go. Drop that there. I'll then come back into here and then copy this one. Go back to the master list. And just do that. Okay, so now I've got all of those in one particular spreadsheet, and as I scroll down, you can see how many I've got. All right, we've got -1 because we've got a title. We've got over 1,000 keywords. All right, and again, what I'm going to do is sort this particular column. So I go sort largest to smallest, expand, yes please. All right, so I've now expanded all of that, centralize that. Okay, so I go back to the top. Now we can see for sure we've definitely got multiple keywords being used here. We've got under eye bags being the top result from search term by 1. 256, 255, bags under eyes, bags under eyes, bags under eyes. So all of those 3 search results came up with the same search term there. And you can see that as we're scrolling down. The further down we're going to get, the more unique they're going to come, and probably the longer they're going to become. So this one here, for example, this is what we call a long-tail keyword, as opposed to a keyword, which is eye, or eye bag. The longer the search term, in other words, the more words in the search term, we call that a long tail keyword. Now, that is simply because it's from a graphical point of view. Let me see if I can quickly draw this for you. All right. So I'm going to expand that out a little bit. Okay. So if we've got a particular graph, all right, so I'm just going to do this quickly. All right, we've got a graph here. Okay, and this is keywords down the bottom. All right, and this is, let me get some text in here. Keyword there, and it's search results down this end. All right, now what it's going to be is, I need to go back over here. I need to draw one of those. It's basically going to be like this. Oh my goodness, no, it's not. I know what I'm doing. I need to draw that. And then go like that. Here we go. So that's basically what it's going to be like. Okay, so over here we've got the majority of keywords. Okay, this is the high number here. This is sort of low number here. So this is low end. Over here we've got high search results. Okay, now the way it works is this is going to be iBag or iGel or iPad. Okay, over here we're going to have the longer tail, and this is what we call a long. This is the longer tail part of the graph. All right, so that's basically what we call them, long tail keywords. All right, so I just wanted to explain that quickly. Okay, so this would be a long tail keyword. Dark circles under eyes causes liver. Okay, dark circles under eyes causes liver, whatever. All right, so that's basically a long tail keyword. So the longer the actual search term, the less searches they're going to be, but they may be your actual golden search terms when it comes to pay-per-click, because you can potentially win those time and time again and convert on those quite well. Right, so what we've got to do now is obviously get rid of all of the duplications. Okay, so over here in data, all right, we've got remove duplicates. Okay, so it's basically duplicate or delete duplicate rows from a sheet. You can pick which column should be checked for duplicate information. So in this case, I'm selecting A, which is the actual search term itself. Okay, because that's what I want to get rid of. Okay, so I should just go boom, expand this section. Yes, because I want to include all of the information, not just that, and remove duplicates. Don't forget we had over 1,000. So not in column D, but all the rest of it. Keyword. Okay. Okay. All right, so that removed basically almost half of them. So we can see here we've got 534 duplicates removed. Okay, 663 unique values remaining. So if we do that, it's now going to give us our main core list. All right, so you can see up here, this is still a CSV file, so we can't really do much with a CSV file. So I'd like to change that to an Excel format so I can continue to manipulate. Okay, so what I'll do is just go back in and save as. We're going to keep it in the same folder, but I just select the Excel workbook, save, and we're now in Excel format, so we can do a lot more with this now. So now we've got our master list. Let's go back to Amazon itself. Okay, and start to have a look at some of the other listings and see what comes up with some of our keywords. Okay, that we've actually identified. So we know that we had under eye gel pads as our number one keyword. I'll change that all departments. So I'm now going to start to understand what is being shown for each of these keywords. Okay, forget the top two sponsored ads. That's irrelevant. 3. Okay. All right. So we've now got exactly what we're looking for in our particular product. So that's good. Let's go back down to the master keyword. I'm going to close these other ones out so we don't get confused. Just bring this one up. Bags under eyes. See what that does. So it could well be eye gel pads for bags under eyes. So that brings up some sponsored ones there. And again, we're looking at pretty good and relevant search term. Just don't forget, once we've got our listing together, let me just explain something here as well for this particular search term. In our title, we're going to have eye gel pads. Okay, for sure. We're going to have that in there. But then we've got also these other tag keywords or search terms that we can add on. Yeah. So for example, let me just add a column here. All right. And make that right aligned. And just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is our start. This is one of our main keywords we're going to be putting in our title for sure. Eye gel pads. And these other keywords we can actually use in our title, in our bullet points, in our back end, in our description to help with search term results and getting shown. Okay, so basically what I'm been doing here is looking at what I can actually craft my title with when it comes to keywords. So there's no point in repeating yourself. So eye gel pads, I'm only going to put that in there once. But it could work, but suitable for under eye bags. Well, I've got the word eye in there twice, but it doesn't make sense if I just put under bags. You know, what the hell's an under bag? Okay, so it makes sense to do under eye bags. Bags under eyes, same thing. Dark circles, I'll do that one. Angel eyes, I don't even know what angel eyes are. Maybe a brand type. Under eye mask. Perfect for putting on eyebrow gel. You can see what I'm doing. So this will be the main word. And this is why I'm pulling up the different search terms in Amazon to see what it actually gives us. Eye gel pads for dark under eye circles. See what that does. So that gives us a slightly different result. But again, we're on point because it's giving us our product that we're looking for. We're in the mix. Excuse me. Next, let's have a look at angel eyes. I don't know what angel eyes is, to be honest with you. No. Could well be a brand. I'd need to research that a little bit more. Anyway, let's go back to the main one. Under eye mask. Let's have a look at that. As I'm doing this, I'm just checking out the results over here on the left-hand side. Okay. So we've got 415 results. that's pretty good. Each of these, last time round with that Angel Eyes, I had like 33 results. But again, that shows me that I've got enough here that I could actually land on page 1 or page 2 with this particular search term if I was going to choose that for my pay-per-click. Now, I got asked a question over the weekend with respect to, is there a correlation between your pay-per-click keywords or search terms that you're going for, in other words, paying for the particular keywords, and organic search results? Okay. In other words, does it help with organic searches and traffic and conversions eventually, with respect to, are you paying for those particular keywords? And the answer is yes. There is a direct correlation. Okay, so if I set up a pay-per-click, and one of my keywords in there is eye gel pads for under eye mask. All right, a bit of a long tail keyword. People will see that as a sponsored ad, and if they click on it and they purchase, right, that's a conversion. That's helping my metrics in the back end of Seller Central. Okay, that means that Amazon are actually recognizing that. Okay, so if someone comes along and actually puts this in, and we know that this search term is being searched for, I don't know how many times, right, over 200,000 times a month. Okay, Amazon's algorithm have already configured that this search term converts. All right, it's on pay-per-click, it's being advertised, but people are actually looking at it, and they're looking at the product itself. They're looking at the listing, and they're purchasing. So therefore, it is very relevant. So therefore, on an organic search, I will show this product to the next person that types that in, and hopefully they will convert as well. So there is a direct correlation with respect to helping organic search results from your sponsored pay-per-click terms. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, so what else we got down here? Causes bags under eyes. Eye wrinkle. This is the one I wanted, wasn't it? Under eye wrinkle. So it could be remove or eliminate or reduce. It's a good search term. Good search term is a good term to have in our listing. Eye gel pads and eye wrinkles to reduce. See, this is a long tail search term, similar to what we're doing in Google, but without the long questions. I'm putting more longer and longer search questions into Google these days. Doesn't quite work the same in Amazon. In other words, show me the best products for X, Y, Z. It doesn't quite work like that, but the long tail search terms does. So over here, we've got 188 results now. Okay, this is where I'm looking at the top left-hand side here. Look, 188 results. That means that it's relevant, and I've got enough listings. And again, I'm very happy with this. See, on that, okay, here we go. Let's run Jungle Scout on this particular page, because each page that comes up is going to give you a different set of results, don't forget. All right, so let's run Jungle Scout on here to understand what this particular search term gives us from a revenue point of view on page 1. Now, my internet's a little bit slow at the moment, so let's let that run for a little bit. So we've got to understand that it's not just one particular product we're going for. It's the whole niche that we are trying to get into and penetrate and take a slice of the pie. Okay, so if we're taking a slice of the pie for this particular keyword or search term, okay, eye gel pads to reduce under eye wrinkles, whatever. Opportunity score of 8, okay. Medium demand, low competition. Already established that because we've got a low result over here on the left-hand side. Okay, what's the revenue like? I'd be happy enough on here. Are these all relevant products? There's some big numbers in here, but I'm not sure whether they are relevant. But even so, I'd be happy enough sitting on this page, taking some of this slice of this particular pie for this search term. Okay, so it's not all about just that one particular search term, one particular keyword we're looking at. We need to be looking at various different keywords in order to understand our full potential within the niche itself. So don't get hung up on, I've got to go for the main keyword and get that. There's a number of different pies here that we can actually take a slice from. Okay, and that's important to understand that. Okay, understand what your particular keywords can offer you. Now, this particular one here is not bad. I'll be happy enough. It's probably not the biggest one. Okay, it's not the biggest pie in the world in our niche. But I think this is one of the big ones. Is that our competitor? Nope, but these are. Okay. I think that was another big one there. But again, this has given us an idea with respect to how to expand the brand. Okay. Now, I did notice, I think it was one of my Facebook feeds. There was a quick video come over with respect to like people are paying like $800, $900 for a gold face mask. Now, if any of you have done that, please let me know and see what the benefits are. Could be something we could look into. However, 24 karat gold eye mask. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we could actually go into the 24 karat gold market. So I think this one was a quick recap. This is how some Chinese supplier jumping in the bandwagon. No, they were only doing like 5,000, but the one above was 53. The one below was 23. So let's have a look at those, see what they were. Okay, so this one up here is the hydro cool firming eye gels. Well, don't forget, on our supplier, they had things like this. All right, so it'd be easy enough for us to expand our brand into this sort of hydro thing. And that looks very similar to what I've got on order. Okay, looks like the pads that go on your eye. Okay. And the one below here as well looks very similar as well. Okay, so you've got to understand your different keywords and how you are going to utilize and actually target those when it comes to PPC. And don't forget, we need to actually include these in our listing, which is what we're doing now. We're making sure that we're understanding the keywords, the terms, and basically how to craft our listing out. And then it all comes from this master list here. Now I've got 600 plus individual terms that I could use in my listing. Okay, and this is all part of the preparation. All right, at this stage, I'm not really worried about what the score rate is. In fact, let me get rid of that. I'll just hide that. Okay. Eye bags removal. And just going through, it's important to understand this step, guys. So not many people go through this. For bags removal. Okay, I'm not sure whether I hit that. So we've got 28 results here. Okay, you see what comes up. Don't worry about the sponsored. Okay, that is one of our products there we're looking at. No. Yes. So again, we could actually jump onto this particular page and get some results. But most of this is a gel or a cream or something like that. Is there other products here? Just to verify where we are, okay, just look at the search results, look at the reviews, and then we'll run Jungle Scout. This would not be a good term to go for, okay? Could we use it I would use this in the back end or one of the bullets at most, because it's not really giving us that much benefit to have it in there. If someone comes up, that it's going to get the wrong result, okay, because probably they're looking for a gel or a cream or something like that, okay. So this product here, 3 results, 3 reviews, okay, that's our competitor. No, yes, 0, not selling anything. 0 down here, sponsored ad. Let's have a look at it. This different. This one is 0, so nothing going on there. Just to reiterate, there's another one down here, 0 reviews, not doing anything, no action going on. Just to reiterate, Jungle Scout Chrome, here we come. Let's have a look at the results, and I think they're going to be not relevant. Bearing in mind that most of these were not our particular competitor. So let's scroll down in the background. Vega, 85. So I'm not interested in taking a slice of that pie. $85 a month. No, cream, mask, cream. And this one here, what's that one? That one's Vega as well. They're doing less than $42 a month. So what's that brand? It's the one below. Us are sponsored, sorry. I won't show. This one here, $50 a month. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to understand before we actually get going on putting the listing together, which are the most important keywords and search terms to include. Now, this particular one is yielding a poor result. So for eye bags removal, now that may well be the actual sort of long tail I've got in there itself, but basically we are selling eye gel pads, okay, but people are not using them to remove the bags under the eyes. So I would not use that as one of the main keywords here, okay. So let's put an X against that one potentially, so we've got some sort of visibility because we've checked it. Now I would actually do my due diligence on this and go through probably not each one of them, but certainly each one at the top here right down to about probably halfway down to about 10,000. So I would do 150, and I would do each one of these just to see whether it's worthwhile putting in, because if it is, then let's include it. If it's not, then don't include it. Okay, simple as that. All right, so that's how I do my keyword research, and it's important to actually go through this step and take your time doing it. You know, don't spend 5 minutes doing it. You know, I spent nearly an hour on this, and I've only like checked 3 or 4 keywords. All right, you need to spend the time doing it. Okay, right. Let's go and have a look at iPad or iGel pads. Let's copy that. Let's go back into the optimizer. So I just want to show you another thing here. So I want to go down to the 4K search term generator, and this is the 4,000 characters you can put into the back end. Sometimes these index, sometimes they don't. Okay, simple as that. Because Amazon change what they do very frequently, as we know. All right, so I'm going to pull the spreadsheet up. I'm going to drop that into my second screen over here. And what we need to do is we need to add in 5 particular search terms that are relevant to our particular product. Okay. Eye gel pads, that's the obvious one. I'm going to put under eye bags. We know that gave us a reasonable result. Remove wrinkles. Let's put 2 more in. You've got to have 5 particular keywords here. In order for that to work. So we've got our main listing again. Let's do eyelash extension. Because a lot of people are actually putting that. Oh, that's what we got. Hydrogel eye pads. See what that comes up with. Okay, so once you've got 5 in there, retrieve. Now, it's either going to do 1 or 2 things. 1 is going to give us a set of results, or 2 is going to say, no, I need more information. So if you need more information, you just need to fill out more of these particular boxes with the keywords so you can actually go off and find relevant. All right, that's been okay. Okay, so what we've got now is 4,000 characters. Okay, that we can put into our back end. But as you can see here, click on terms in the 4K fields below to build your master list. All right, so I comes up in there. Remove extensions, eyelashes, eyes, extension, bags, bag, pad, pads, gel, wrinkles, wrinkle. So you can see what I'm doing here. Makeup. Okay, so as I'm actually doing this, I'm actually building up my master keyword list here, and then you can download that. So again, we've got 1,500 characters. It's got 57 in there at the moment. So you can actually do that as you're rolling through here. Skin, long, like a bit of long eyelashes, oil, clip, surgery, non-surgery, yep, without surgery, after sleeping, don't sleep, etc. Free. I noticed there was lint free. Tax, tie, cat, dark, Drake. So you can see what I'm doing. Face. Diaper. Don't think so. So you can see this is pretty powerful when it comes to generating the individual words, because you now, like, again, cross-reference that with our list down here and say, I've got I in there, so there's I. We've got bag, we've got remove. There's a few other words we need in there. But again, you can go through this, you can generate this again just to make sure that you've got a different set of results. Obviously, it's got to be relevant. But that is basically how I roll with respect to this bit of software. I will continue to do this. I'm just about to run out of time, but I'll continue to do this such that I've got the master list here. I've got my master list over here. Okay. And then once we come to optimizing, let me just duplicate that so I don't lose it. Once we come to optimizing our listing, we can come down to the optimizing generator. And from the optimizing generator, okay, we can add all of our keywords in here. Okay, so if I go back over to here, for example, let's pick some of these in the spreadsheet. Okay, I'm just going to put them in there. Okay, so I'll just copied a few. So the whoops, the I. So you can now see what's happened here. Okay, I was one of my keywords. Okay, and I'm not going to go through this in detail, but this will be the next stage when we're actually pulling our listing together. I was one of our keywords. You can see now that I is in my title, and it's also put that into the used keywords. And you see here that I and ised has been put in now. Okay, unused, I've still got all of these unused that I need to actually look at. The I gel pad of that future to wrinkles and add lashes, for example. Lashes in there because I didn't copy it. But you can see what it's doing here. Wrinkles is now in there. Wrinkles. Okay. Under. Yeah. So now under is in there. And it's highlighting these so we can actually see that we're not keyword stuffing. All right. We need to make sure this is just like an example. This is not how it's going to word. But you can see what it's actually doing. All right, so we're going to get into this next week, so we can actually craft our listing out, and hopefully we'll have the samples in so I can show you the samples as well. But don't forget, guys, once you've got your keyword together, go back in and check to see what each of those terms will give you from a search result on Amazon. Okay, and then make notes. Right, I've made many notes on this one particular at the moment, but yeah, we know that this one doesn't work. Okay, poor search results from an organic point of view, waste of money if we're going to do this for pay-per-click. Yeah, so don't use that as your pay-per-click, for example. Okay, don't use this as one of the main keywords within your listing. Okay, because it's just going to take people to the wrong page. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you've got any questions, so you know how to get to me, we've got the Facebook group, we've got the YouTube channel. A lot of you have got my email, and some of you got my Skype as well. So if you need to reach out to us as John and myself, more than happy to jump on and answer any questions. All right, team, that's all I've got today. I hope that was really helpful. If not, this is what you need to do. Basically, you know, just go through those keywords and make sure you understand each of the keywords as you pull them together. All right, not just like pull the list together and say, yeah, I've got 1,000 now. All right, so it's got to be relevant and useful. All right, team, you take care. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye, mate.